Look like, yes, we're back in this game. Well, not really, but whatever. So it looks like you're playing Tri-Rail Train Simulator again. You drive the sus train. What are you gonna do now? Well, the thing is that we're not driving Tri-Rail Train. We're not playing Tri-Rail Train Simulator. So if you look, what's this? Yeah, what is this? What is this stuff? Train crossings. Brightline. You haven't seen this in Tri-Rail Train Simulator. Well, it's not because we're playing Tri-Rail Train Simulator. It's because we're playing FEC Simulator, which is the same thing. Which is the same guys who made this. And like, you're really fucking kidding me. I stepped on the teleporter. Railway Hub. Railway Engineering Studios. Hold up. Oh, they removed it. They removed the little 9/11 tribute because they had one, I believe. This is the store. Let's see what the store has. It probably doesn't have anything. Wait, there's music in here? I better mute that. Because I get a copyright claim. My god, they even have freaking Tri-Rail toys up here. Freaking rainbow train. They have this. Tri-Rail Game Pass purchases? Oh, you can purchase them here, but it's coming soon. They run a freaking Tri-Rail car. Ugh. Brightline shirts. Hold on. See, there's many games. I believe there's 4 games. There's 5 coming. There's 5 because one's coming soon. But here's SEPTA. I'm not sure what SEPTA is. Let me see what SEPTA is. Now boarding. Philadelphia Regional Rail Studios. Destination. I'm not sure, but that says Philadelphia, and that's in Pennsylvania. I'm not in Pennsylvania, so I'm not sure about that. New York City to Philadelphia. We might try that out, because of New York. Here's Tri-Rail, which I believe is their most popular out of the 4. Okay, there's Miami, West Palm Beach. And here's the one we were playing, but we got teleported here, Brightline, which is also Miami, West Palm Beach. But it's not the same thing. Let's get back in here and hope to not step on the freaking teleporter again. So we're going to be running down the line to see if it's any accurate. Hold up, we have a disclaimer. This game is currently under heavy development and some features still being implemented and tweaked. Please take this into consideration when playing the simulator. Any shutdowns equals updates, and updates are frequent. But with that being said, enjoy the game. Alright, so this game is still in development. So not everything is done. As you can see here, this crossing is fully naked. It doesn't have any equipment at all. And as you can see, there's someone spawned an FEC train over here. And right here, here's the crossing is down. I wonder if the crossings are realistic. I'm not sure. Hold on. Oh, here's yeah, a lot of these crossings are some of them have their equipment, but a lot of them don't. As you can see, these 2 don't. Here's West Palm Beach Brightline station. As you can see, West Palm Beach. There's not a lot of these stations on like Tri-Rail, since like Brightline, it's between West Palm and Miami. The only stop in the middle right now is Fort Lauderdale. But this is pretty much at Palm Beach Atlantic University. I'm not sure if this is a real thing. Well, it might be, but I'm not sure if it's real. It's by the station. I'm not sure if one of these streets is probably Okeechobee. No, I think this street is. I think these 2 streets are Okeechobee Boulevard. They don't have their equipment. This crossing has its equipment. This one does. This one does. Oh, it even has a no train horn, but it doesn't have the RXR. This one doesn't. This one doesn't have the little things that go over the tracks. They don't have these little ties or whatever. It's just the ballast goes over the road. Same thing with these. But again, game's in development, so I'm not going to give them a hard time. As you can see, here's a little bridge here. Oh, they have the no train horn, but they don't have the crossing equipment. We're not going to give you guys a hard time, like I said. What's this? Okay, someone here railfanning. Here's a crossing that has its equipment with the no train horn sign. There's a little bridge. All these, there's no buildings here, just bland crossings. More bland crossings. Rick Astley's also in this game. I believe this would be US 1. Here's more bland crossings, more bland. A couple Railfanners, I believe these are. Bland crossings. Bland crossings. Bridge, another Rick Astley. This one has its equipment. Equipment, bland, equipment. I believe equipment here. Great, the smoke alarm's going off. I don't know. But anyways, here's this one. Don't have equipment, don't have equipment, don't have equipment, and don't have equipment. Other than that, it's just plain naked here. There's not a lot of buildings here. Plain naked, plain naked. Another Rick Astley. This one has its equipment. It's kind of nice crossing though. This one has a Rick Astley. This place has a Rick Astley. Non-equipment. I mean, this doesn't have the ballast, but it has the tracks, and there's no like thing here. Here's here's the US 1 overpass, which goes over. I believe this exists in real life. More bland crossings, more bland ones. Sticks, more bland, more blands. Another bland crossing. And we are now approaching Fort Lauderdale. No, look in the background. In case you guys don't see those like blue, whatever, that's Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport. We saw this in the Tri-Row game. No way, they even have the drawbridge. This is so cool. Oh, they even have a little pedestrian crossing, which they do have in real life. These two crossings are naked. Don't have any equipment. Here's the Fort Lauderdale Brightline station. But anyways, in the Tri-Row game, we only saw a bit of the runway. Here, we actually do see the terminal right there. And we see more of I-595 with its US 1 junction, I believe. Here is, like, I believe, a Los Olas Riverwalk, I believe. Here's the drawbridge, which does work, which is pretty nice. A bland crossing. I-595 is right here, and this is Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport. Even has the jetways. I believe this is Terminal 1, which would... I'm not sure what it serves, but Terminal 1 would serve a couple airlines. I'm not sure which ones, but it does serve a few. Oh, a Rick Astley at the airport, really? No way! They even have this little tunnel. These tunnels, which are so cool to go in. Onto that goes over the that is under the runway itself, an elevated runway. Yup. They need to add the Terminal 4 here, but other than that, they've done pretty well. And this game is still under development, just so you guys know. They're doing still pretty good for a game under development. This is gonna be so much better when the game is fully done. Just like Miami Airport in the Tri-Row game, you can actually hear planes. And there's even planes. They recently added them, actually, if you look at the... So, static planes. That was a recent addition. Why do they have Pan Am? Pan Am died in like the early 90s. And this game isn't set in the early 90s because Brightline's here, and Brightline didn't exist in the early 90s. There's even another Pan Am plane right here. A Pan Am A320, which actually doesn't look that bad. It looks pretty cool, despite it being a dead airline. Here's the Griffin Road crossing, which is the same street that the Fort Lauderdale Airport or Dania Beach station is on the Tri-Row game. But this one doesn't even have its thing going over the tracks. It's fully naked. Here's Brightline. Hold on, no. Here's the tunnels of Fort Lauderdale Airport. But we're going back here to Fort Lauderdale because I want to see this drawbridge go down. Just here. If the guy doesn't despawn his train, this thing will go down. If I'm being honest, that kind of scared me. But anyways, now the bridge is going down. Hopefully he comes. There he is right there. You see his headlights? Now the crossing can activate here. Any moment. Yep. Brightline trains do have this one in real life. And Bell. And then it goes over the drawbridge. Bye-bye. Hold up. Let's see if the bells, if they sound again when they go up. Because on the real Brightline, FEC line, when the gates go up, the bells start ringing again. But they don't. So, Railway Engineering Studios, that is the thing you guys need to add. The things, the bells turn on, go off again when the gates are going up. Now let's watch the drawbridge go up. Hopefully it doesn't scare me this time. Airplane sounds in the background. There it goes. If you guys look closely, it said bridge lowering at first, but now the second time it went off, it said bridge raising. Now it just shut off the screen, and the bridge is fully up. So we watched the bridge go up and down. So let's just continue on. And more naked crossings without even their ballast coverings or whatever. Future Aventura station placeholder. Yeah, I believe Brightline is planning on building a new station for Aventura. I think it's a mall that's nearby that they're naming the station after, but whatever. The new station when it does open, it's gonna be here. But bye-bye, Brightline. Believe it or not, because of all this nakedness, we're actually already in Miami. So all the crossings here in Miami are naked, which is kind of sad. But again, game's under development, so I'm not gonna complain. Just like in real life, the FEC continues down here, but Brightline continues like up on this platform. And FEC goes under the street here, and eventually goes into here. It's a skyrocket here, but I believe that would lead into Port of Miami. And then here is Brightline going into Miami Central. This game is in development, so I don't think it's here. But probably when the game when it's fully done, there's probably be oranges scattered around the stations, like Tri-Rail. The Tri-Rail one, there's like oranges everywhere. Yeah, I did find oranges at every station, believe it or not. This one, I believe, this one that I'm next to, oh, it doesn't have collision, but the one that I'm ramming my little head into, this is the Metro Rail. This is the same, yeah, I believe this is served by green and orange lines. This is the same one on the Tri-Rail line. The green is seen in the Metro Rail transfer station, and the orange is seen at Miami Airport. So this is the Miami Central station, which this is where Tri-Rail is going to end up going when the downtown Miami link is opened. I believe this is the Metro Mover, which is kind of different. Or it's not. It just ends here. This is whatever. So this is Miami Central. It looks pretty nice. Does it have a little thing on the top? Because the Fort Lauderdale and West Palm had it. Oh no, it doesn't. But they have a pool up here and buildings. So it's weird to have buildings on top of the train station. That's kind of weird. So the Metro will just continue on to meet up with the Tri-Rail and Tri-Rail. Then let's go back down here. But look, here's the little Y right here, which goes into this area, I believe. It goes into this area, which goes like more into Hialeah. First time in a while we see a crossing with its equipment. This is probably I-95, the one right there. Here's a 4-track crossing with its equipment, which is pretty nice. This is the Iris Interlock. Iris connection. The same Iris connection that we saw on the Tri-Rail game. This would be facing towards the Metro Rail transfer station. Over here would be facing towards the Hialeah Market station. But the thing is that in Tri-Rail, the station is so much closer to the connection versus here. It's not that close. Which is actually, this is more realistic because it's not like so close. Like from the Metro Rail, you can still kind of see it in the foreground. And again, there would be a little thing over here. Now connecting to here to do the downtown Miami link. So here we are. Oh, what? Oh, wait. I don't remember. I think I saw a video of like a pedestrian crossing in this area. But, yeah, and here's a bridge. Here's the Hialeah yard. Not the same Hialeah yard as the Triro game, but whatever. If I'm not mistaken, this is the end. I don't know where the... Hold up. I believe this is like on the side of Miami Airport. Because this looks like it'd be on the side of Miami Airport. But let's just ignore this. But, yeah. Let's just get out of here. So, I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm just going to end it off here. So, game is doing pretty well so far. Again, game's in development, so there's going to be a lot of things missing. But other than that, for a game still in development that hasn't completed yet, this is doing pretty well so far. But I'd probably add like Port of Miami. Like instead of just going here and skyrocket. Don't do that. But so fill in the crossings, add Port of Miami. Also, while you're at it, add the government center in Brightline, Metro Rail Station, and Metro Mover Station, as they are in like really close proximity to the Miami Central Station. So I believe, that filling in the crossings, adding Port of Miami, and maybe adding more buildings, areas. Also, not to mention, add a couple more terminals. Add like at least Terminal 4. I'm not sure. Or at least add to what this area spacious of airport would be. And of course, add the I don't want to say it, but because I think it'll trigger like piss off the Av geeks, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, well, you guys know what to add because grass. What should be here instead? Concrete. This. I'm not gonna name it, but you guys know what it's called. Is this Red Ghastly? Yep. But anyways, add terminals to FLL. Add the fill in the crossings. Add Port of Miami and add the government center, Metro Rail, and Metro Mover Station, and there you go. And then you're basically done. This game has really good looking game, so we'll end it off here. See you guys, and I don't know, around the video.